Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This video is a culmination of two things that I have been trying to get done on this channel for a while. The first one is my new Home Defense 300 Blackout. I've had this Aero Precision builder set for about 3 years now. Finally got it finished. 10.3 inch barrel. We've got a Sandman S on there, superlative arms, adjustable gas block. We've got a CMC trigger, forward control design safety. We've got a Maritime, or Geisley Maritime bolt release, ergo grip, a Vortex UH1, the Huey. I repurposed that from my Patriot Games competition rifle, which I now have a different optic on. So I've been wanting to get this one done for a while. I still need to get a handbrake and a flashlight, but this one is fully functional. I do want to get an optic that has some sort of shake awake or motion technology, something that I won't have to worry about turning on in an SHTF situation. And number two is Underwood Controlled Chaos. Now this is a 115 grain projectile, and I wanted to get the supers, or the subs. They're 190 grain, but they were unavailable at the time. Now those are expensive. Those are like $73 for 20 rounds. These are not as expensive, but still expensive. Controlled Chaos, the Controlled Chaos projectile, is one of the most devastating, if not the most devastating projectile for self-defense on the market. How will they do? It says 2360 feet per second. It's item 451. The lot number, because people have asked me in the past, is J2505-015. How will they do? How will the speeds do? I don't know what size barrel this was tested out of, and 2360, so I'm probably anticipating around 2100. We're going to put some rounds through the chronograph. We're going to test them for accuracy, and then we're going to put one through the gel, see how it does. Let's get started. These are the projectiles, or the rounds. So these are a Hornady, and this is the Controlled Chaos. When you look at them really, really closely, the Hornady's got like that plug that they have in a lot of their self-defense rounds. This does not. So this one appears to be maybe a millimeter longer. It's just ever so slightly longer. So we're going to put 5 rounds through the chronograph, then we're going to test it for accuracy, and then we're going to put it through the gel. I'm trying to shoot from the shade because it's so hot. I don't want my cameras to overheat. So, here we go. I'm trying to shoot from the shade because it's so hot out. I don't want my cameras to overheat. So here we go. 2264, 2232, 2238, 2246, 2218. So maybe about 50 feet per second difference between the high and the low. Let's just go check for the average. High was 2264, low was 2218, average was 2239. Standard deviation 15. I don't really know what that standard deviation means yet. I need to look that up for when I get into my long range shooting, but pretty consistent overall with the rounds. We're going to check it on some paper at 25 yards. I don't really have a zero on this rifle yet. I just put it together. So we'll see how it does. Like I said, I don't have a zero on this. We're just going to aim for the black circle and see how we do. Not too bad, moving around a bunch. Not too bad, moving around a bunch, but you know, fairly accurate. You know, when you're aiming at a torso and you hit a 2-inch circle, That's pretty good. I'm gonna shoot this one without my ears because I have a suppressor. Actually wasn't so bad with the suppressor. Let's go see how it did. As I've mentioned in other videos, the reason why I do that is so I know where it's gonna go. Ooh, look at that. Oh my goodness. That just exploded. I don't think it made its way to the next gel, but that will do some damage. You see all those pieces? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces. And I don't know if any went into the next gel. That is gonna do some damage. With that gel winding up like that, I gotta take a look at the slow-mo footage. So I'm gonna take it back to the house and we'll finish it up there. Back at the house, recap time. Second time doing a video with my new camera. I'm still working on some of the settings, but I had a chance to look at the footage because I wanted to see how it performed in the gel under the slow-mo. I know my gel is used, I don't use it enough to do it once and then be done with it. I don't have enough time to do that, so I know the gel is spent. I really just want to catch the projectiles, see how they act for the most part. But I actually went back to an older video that I did, the Hornady 190 grain, the sub X's. Now, granted, I'm comparing a subsonic to a supersonic, but I remember that projectile staying intact for the most part, and this one just fractured. Probably due to the speed, probably due to the design of the projectile, but the Hornady one didn't have, from what I saw when I went back and looked, didn't have as much cavitation as this Controlled Chaos. Is that because it was traveling over twice as fast? Maybe. That one stayed intact. If I weighed it, it would not weigh 190 grains. It would weigh less than that. But this one splintered, fractured, however you want to describe it, into multiple fragments. And that in and of itself is going to do more damage than a solid projectile. So this Controlled Chaos 115 grain, an absolute winner. But I'm interested to see what the subsonic version of this projectile does in the gel. I think it's 194 grain. I mentioned earlier in the video that it's like $74 for a box of 20, so it is not cheap. But even more so, I'm interested to see what the 308 and the 7.62x39 AK round do. More so the 308 in the gel. So those will be coming up soon. But this Underwood Controlled Chaos 115 grain 300 Blackout, absolute dynamite. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.